Good morning, everyone. My project number is J1011, and I am presenting the project How do Plants Grow Differently in Different Types of Fertilizer. My research question for this project is how do different types of soil affect plant growth. The purpose for this project was to see what soil grows the best plants. The reason I'm doing this experiment is because I want to help people know what soil to buy so they can get the best fruit. Also, I want to see if the expensive soil is worth buying, or if there is a better, cheaper soil. My hypothesis is that the 10-10-10 fertilized plants will grow the tallest. My ROL was just diving deeper into the research of how old fertilizer was, and it's been used for quite a long time, even back in the days of ancient Egypt. And also seeing what are the elements in fertilizer. The three elements are nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium. And you will see a three-number series on the bag of fertilizer that you buy, and these represent each element. For example, 10, 20, 10, or 24, 12, 24, 12, 5, 10, 5. That may bring up the question, what do each of these elements even do for the soil and the plants? The first number in the series is nitrogen, the second is phosphate, and the third is potassium. Phosphate is the element that stimulates plant growth. It also helps plants grow big with strong root systems. And it also helps plants grow flowers. Nitrogen is a major component of chlorophyll, which is a chemical that makes plants use sunlight as their food source and do photosynthesis. It is a major source of amino acids which are building blocks of protein. And the final element is potassium. Potassium helps water to move up plant tissue. It also involved in enzyme activity within the plant. My materials for this project were 10-10-10 fertilizer, 5-10-5 fertilizer, soil taken from your garden or yard, 3 big bins, 30 Oregon snow pea seeds, pencil, ruler, measuring cup, and notebook. The procedures for this project was to go to a gardening store and buy 1 bag of 10-10-10 fertilizer and 5-10-5 fertilizer. After this, you take a bag of about an equivalent soil from your yard, or buy potting soil from the gardening store. When you're at the gardening store, if there are any lima beans, soybeans, or the soybean plants, you're going to want to buy 30 of them. Then you're going to take 3 big plastic bins and put the fertilized soil and plain soil in them. Then plant 10 seeds in each bin. Bury them 1.5 to 2 inches deep in the soil. Water them equally every day or every other day according to their needs for 2 weeks. Place your plants in sunlight equally every day. Depending on the weather that you are having, you might put the plants inside under a lamp or light and make sure that they are getting equal amounts of light. When the plants are growing, write down the growth in centimeters every day until the end of the 2-week period. Write these measurements in your logbook and write them in centimeters. After doing this, after they're done growing, find the mean of all the plants' growths to see what type of soil is most effective for growth. Then make a graph, either online or on paper, and put it in your logbook, then finalize your results and send them to the judges. My digital logbook was just keeping track of the heights of all the plants for the 2-week period. And my analysis was that the data shows that my hypothesis was wrong. The 10-10-10 fertilizer was not the best for growing Oregon snow peas. The plain soil, closely followed by the 5-10-5 fertilized plants, was the best for growing. On the last day of the 2-week experiment, the average height of the 5-10-5 plants was 11.9 centimeters, the average height for the 10-10-10 was 6.85 centimeters, and the average height for the plain soil plants were 14.3 centimeters. As the data shows, the 10-10-10 fertilizer was by far the worst for growing Oregon snow peas. The plants did take a little bit to start growing, but when they did start, the 5-10-5 and plain soil plants started growing very, very fast. For a few days, some of the plants in the 5-10-5 and plain soil would grow a few inches every day. Near the end of the 2-week experiment, they did slow down, and the tallest plants in each bin only grew a centimeter or less every day. The 10-10-10 plants had a very different growth pattern. Less of them grew, and they only grew small amounts at a time, so they did not get nearly as big as the other plants. I think that they could have done better over a longer period of time. After analyzing the data, it shows that the plain soil grows Oregon snow peas the best. In conclusion, the hypothesis was proven wrong. The 10-10-10 fertilizer was not good. The 5-10-5 and plain soil were pretty good for it. Some concerns is that not all of them grew, and they could have been burned by the soil, and if they would have gone over a longer period of time, they could have grown better. In conclusion, my hypothesis was not supported by the data. The best soil for growing Oregon star peas is just plain soil.